round for interview for private chef in Chennai. So,
Yes.
have you been to Chennai before?
No, I have not been to Chennai.
Okay. So, chef, I'm recruiting a private chef for two peoples, and they're looking for a private chef cooking for only two peoples, and more of healthy food, wellness food, Mediterranean salads and all. So, I would like to ask you
Yes.
a few questions as a like introduction of yourself to reach to the owner, and then maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we'll have a interview with you on a Google Meet.
Right, chef.
Okay. My first question is how many years of experience you carry as a culinary like this thing?
I worked like around 29 years.
Okay. So in 29 years, which country or state you have worked more?
See, I was more on cruise ships. It was around like 10 years. Then I was doing corporate catering. I was in corporate catering for almost like 6 to 7 years in India. Then I was also working in restaurants. I was in a health food restaurant for 1.5 year. The name of the restaurant is Flax Foods, which serves healthy foods. They have like super bowls, salads, smoothies, healthy sandwiches, and like sustenance. Yeah.
Okay. Chef, I would like to ask you, you rate yourself, how rate you yourself in Italian food? Like, like for an example, you have to cook a Neapolitan pizza at your house and you have a very small oven, like which doesn't allow you to cook to 400 degrees, but you have to make a decent pizza, fresh pizza over there. How you rate yourself?
Eight, I would say eight. I wouldn't rate very high for pizza because I have of course made pizza, but I would say like eight for pizza and such things. But other things, if you have I would say eight. Yeah.
Okay. And what is your specialty? Like what food, what cuisine you are specialized into? Like which, you said,
European, French, Italian, Western cuisine, and plus also as I was in the industrial catering, corporate catering, good knowledge of Indian food.
okay. So how good you are into North Indian food? Rate yourself
Quite
10
well.
out of.
Yeah, I would say eight.
Okay. And like how good you are into Western desserts, like making the desert brownies, cheesecakes and all?
Basic, sir. I can make like mousse, brownies, and very few of them, and souffle. Yeah, I can make those, like cold souffle, mousse, brownie. Not much, I have not been much in the bakery, especially
Okay. And
pastry and pastry.
how you like to rate yourself into like for an example, this is a new opportunity like as a private chef, which culture is going on in across the world. So most people looking for like chefs, very professional and talented and stable chefs, like So how what you think about like working in a very luxurious and commercial kitchen and working in a very small kitchen with have all those home appliances and cooking for only two, there is no pressure on work. I mean, just cooking for two people, some salad you make, some sandwich you make, bruschetta you make, and then work over, finish, tata. So how you can your brain, what your brain think in that particular scenario?
Yeah, see, when we are cooking for two people, like already we are what we are serving them, so we can be more creative in that. We can have more creativity. Yeah, if you give salads, we can of course have different kinds of dressings, 7, 8 dressings or something like that. Plus the combination of the things that we are giving. Because we are aware what the previous meal was served to our client. So we can have a good variety in that. We can have some rolls, some some hummus and such kind of like a bowl or
No, no,
something.
no, that's okay.
So
So no, no, you have entered to a wrong road. I ask you, what do you think about this concept that where are two young couples, both are working,
yes,
and both are working in like their busy life, and now they have recruited a chef who is 29 years into this industry, and then he look after the food preferences of particular that client. So how you find this work? Because in the restaurant, every time a new customer coming, so people coming and like they ordered, they give feedback and they tata. So if they don't like
yes,
it, they don't come back. So, but but
yes,
but as a private chef, you need to understand any individual person preferences, non-preferences, they like, they dislike, their spice level,
yes,
and cook the food as per that. in a commercial way, but the accessories and the gears and everything is like, for an example, in a ship you get a 100 kg of Spanish tomato, and here you will get a one tomato from Swaggy tomato, and then you
Yes.
have to cut it with bocconcini and give. So how you can, do you think you can manage that, and like what?
Yes, certainly it will be. It won't be very difficult, as I have handled like big kitchens too. Yeah, it would be a challenge, and it will be also fun. You have like of course, like at home also when we cook, there are not all equipments we have. Like not every home has a big oven. Not every home has a big like grill or something. But we still make food. When we want to make something, we do make it in that.
Do you think it
We
is
have.
a sorry, I'm disconnecting one very question. Do you think it, you will connect this work as your pride symptom? Like sometimes
Yes,
you
I will.
connect, I mean, like for an example, you work with Disney cruise or like XYZ bigger cruise will, bigger salaries and all, and then you working in a home kitchen, and you will one day find yourself कि मैं ये क्या कर रहा हूँ, what I am doing this. I have seen that, the chefs who are working with one of the biggest business tycoon I have recruited for them, is one of the biggest business tycoon in India, and the chef
Yes.
was chef left him. Chef said, what I am doing, अरे बाबा, if he why I am cooking for this person. So what do you think, if I give you this opportunity to work and cook for them, after 2 3 months you will have, your brain says that what I am doing here, yeah, what is this nonsense, man. So do you think it is, how, what you say, do you think this situation will
Uh,
come and or not?
Well, I don't think so. Like because yeah, I have already worked for quite a while, and I choose to be like a private chef or something, and also, but you can grow in private chef too, You can, of course, have a like a private chef is like that's also like career for now, like a private chef. So yeah, and if you're doing well, of course, you can get better opportunities and better salaries at the same, at the same place also, You can definitely grow.
Okay. So
So I
our
don't think
contract
like
will be for 1 year. Like our contract will be for 1 year, and 15 days is a work trial. So after like working 15 days, you can also decide not to work, or the owner
that's
will
okay.
also decide not to recruit you. And after 15 days, you will be bound for 1 year contract with the client. So do you think it's a good option?
Yeah, in 15 days, I think I will be able to decide on that, Certainly, I will get a good, fair idea in 15 days. So it could be from both the sides, So I have that opportunity also, to think it 15 days. If it is still, I can go ahead for 12 more months,
Correct.
So I will get a fair idea in that period,
Okay. ठीक है, I mean, from my side it's okay. Only part is this कि because you are highly qualified for this job, I have a doubt in my mind that after you joined, maybe sometime after 2 3 months, 4 5 months, you said अरे यार मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, what I am doing this, I mean इतना पैसा तो मैं कैसे भी कमा सकता हूँ. So that actually, when once it come to your brain, so everything collapse. Like again we have to search a chef from him, and so I want someone who can, like, mentally prepared that, this is the nature of job, I'm going to do that. Because for like chefs are like us, very experienced, working in a home like kitchen as a private chef is a cultural shock, is a very
Yeah,
cultural
true.
shock. But yes, once you adopt that, it is fun, because you don't have any operation problems, you don't have any, any politics there. I mean, you just work, cook, and get appreciate, cook, get appreciate, cook, get suggestions, cook, get suggestions. So it's just like that. And like, who
Plus,
are
you can
all
also do
in your
something of
family,
your
chef?
own. Like I'm sorry, I cut you. But also, yeah, it's an opportunity to do something on your own also outside because you have some time in that. I guess like when you have a limited, it could be possible. Like a little bit time you can spend for a business or something. I'm not sure, but I feel like that. When you have free time, you can
Yes,
think of.
yes, yes. You have nailed it very correctly. You have nailed very correctly. I've like appointed one of the chef for a heart patient, like approximately 1 year back, and like every day he's making wellness food, and I told them ki you write this recipe, and after that you will publish your own recipe, and whatever you feed that client, like whatever you cooking for him, write it down like the results also, to connect the food with the results. Like there is a heart
Correct.
patient. I told the chef, imagine you have 100 recipes for heart patient and you ask 1 crore rupees for that. Anyone can give you,
Certainly, certainly,
because
yes.
the recipes are certified, because you are doing experiment on
Yeah,
the real person. There are
yeah.
millions and trillions of recipes and formulas are available
True,
on
true.
Google
Absolutely.
about wellness food, but no will give us certified that this is, you know this has worked, this has not
Yeah.
worked. But you have a chance for doing this trial, and from last 1 year he's doing it. He called me after every 6 7 month with the same, what I am doing here. I'm in Dubai, what I'm doing
Okay.
here. But I said them, complete this book, and then your next role will be 3x of your salary. So,
So certainly.
so ठीक है chef, good to talk to you. Thank you very much for giving the time. Let me, because I have recorded this conversation, I'm going to share this conversation to the owner, and then I will be sharing your profile to them. And maybe tomorrow or day after
Correct.
tomorrow, we can have an interview on a Google Meet. And
Okay.
please test me, message your last salary and requirement, something like that, commercials about that.
Sure.
So I also send that and we can proceed. Yeah. Thank you very
I
much.
just wanted to ask one thing, like